with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here.
What's up, Angela?
What up, Jasmine Brand? I'm excited about this. Wiz Khalifa is going to be joining us today.
Ooh.
Now, last time I had some Khalifa Kush.
What happened?
It got a lot of views on YouTube.
What happened? You gonna tell us later?
I don't remember. No,
Okay.
I know I couldn't walk.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's interesting.
But not in a bad way.
Okay. You couldn't, wait. You couldn't walk in a good way?
Yeah, it was a good way.
Okay.
It was like, I don't have legs. I'm chilling though.
Okay.
I'm floating. But yes, Wiz will be joining us. You know, he's got a new album coming out. Oh, it's his Kush and OJ Part 2.
Oh, nice.
Yes, indeed. That's a real thing. Also, we got to start the show with some love and some positivity. We are going to shine a light. And when we come back, we got some amazing candles. And I want to shine a light on this entrepreneur. All right? It's way up.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee, and it is time to shine a light. You know I love this, spreading some love, some positivity. Maybe you want to shine a light on somebody who's done something amazing for you, somebody you saw on the news, a stranger, or yourself. Today we want to shine a light on someone who actually is incredibly talented, right, Jasmine?
Yes, we want to shine a light on Deuce House. It's a brand of luxury candles. They're out of Brooklyn. Mashudat, shout out to her. She brought their candles over to us the other night. The packaging is well. It smells so well. And
I actually got the coffee pack. And when I tell you it smells delicious.
First of all, and also the packaging is so beautiful.
Yes,
their
absolutely.
Instagram, you can find them on Instagram, Deuce House, DOUCE_HAUS.
Yes, I love a good candle.
It smells so good. I'm so glad they gave us that.
I'm not even playing with you. I don't even normally come up here, but if something is good, I'm going to pass it on, okay?
Yes.
So shout out to Deuce House.
Yes.
Now, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Hey, Dominique, how are you?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm great, thank you. Who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on myself. I'll be graduating May 9th from nursing school.
Oh, congratulations. May 9th. That's coming up soon. What you going to do for graduation?
Nothing. I just want to enjoy the family.
Okay. All right. I'm not mad at that. You have a job lined up?
Several, but I'm just excited about finishing school.
You're like, let me get out of here first. Are you going to go on vacation?
Yes, the kids and I will go on vacation, but yeah, we're looking forward to working now.
Well, congratulations, Dominic. I know that was tough to get through it, but you made it. And May 9th, we celebrate you.
Yes.
All right. Congratulations.
And thank you so much.
And that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you could always leave a message and shine a light that way. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie and Kenya Moore hair care. Looks like she is ready to talk. We'll give you the details. It's way up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to 'em.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes, I'm here.
And I know you were here for this. And I saw this on the Jasmine Brand. By the way, your page got, again, deleted.
Yeah.
And so now you have a new page, the.jasmine.brand.
Thank you for saying it because I couldn't remember. Yes, that's exactly what it is. We'll be back, but
In the meantime,
in between
gotta keep it
time, we're
pushing.
here. Yep.
All right, so make sure y'all build up that following.
Yes.
All right, so I saw this on the Jasmine Brand. Kenya Moore is ready to share her side of the drama with Britt Eady. And she said, it's my turn. And she's playing Kendrick, Not Like Us. That's the trailer of her getting her makeup done, getting ready to talk. They've had plenty to say. Now it's my turn. This Friday on YouTube, I'm addressing the mess, the rumors, and the real story. Oh, and I have the receipts unfiltered. Are you ready?
I love how you did.
Period.
Listen, I'm locked in. I love this storyline. I love this for Kenya. I love the little trailer. I'm gonna watch.
I want to say, this whole thing has been so much drama.
But that's part of it.
Yeah, it's part of the. But it is definitely, they both were wrong.
They were. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Who was more wrong?
I don't know that you could say, because it feels like it kind of started with Britt saying the things that she said. And I do feel like when it came to Kenya, they weren't like, okay, let's make sure she's good.
Right,
It also
yeah.
depends on who you like, because I see people taking sides.
Yeah.
You know, but I would be horrified if somebody showed pictures of
How
me.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
How embarrassing.
And they're pulling up all these old receipts of Britt also. And I think on Kenya's behalf, she's saying these are things that you signed, you know, away, like you actually were okay with it.
Yeah.
These are not things that were not out there already.
Yeah. And if you poke someone, you can't, you know, control how they respond to you know, you poking them back. And Kenya just went to hell with her. So, you know.
Ooh, baby.
All right.
I don't want these problems. That was your Yeetie, sponsored by Saucony. Make sure you go to Saucony.com. That is Saucony, which is not Saucony, just as a reminder. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here.
What's up?
And it's time for us to do About Last Night. Now, Jasmine, while you're in town, we've been having these conversations. We have the building in Midtown Detroit. It's called the Alex.
It is.
Detroit.
Yes.
That is finally, people are actually moving in tomorrow.
Kudos,
the 18th.
kudos to us, Angela.
Girl, it's not over.
It's not.
So the last thing that we have to do now, because, and this is for anybody interested in real estate, just know I love real estate, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Well, it's costly.
Yeah,
and
I'm
there's
about to
a
say,
lot of
it's
things that are going to
expensive.
come up.
Yeah, for sure.
That you cannot anticipate,
Yeah.
that you have to be prepared for. And so right now we're in the process of extending the bridge loan that we have another 6 months, because it's better for us to be able to get a mortgage on a property that is fully leased out, but we couldn't let people move in until the 18th
Yep.
because we were getting out of an old situation called a LIHTC. Which is like a tax break that you get in exchange for, but anyway,
Yeah.
long story short, tomorrow.
Yes.
That's a big deal. We haven't even really been talking about it.
We haven't. Yeah. We've come a long way. I mean, we still have a long way to go, but we're
If anybody's
we're close to
looking
the
for
finish
an
line.
apartment, no.
No, seriously.
Seriously, we do have some available in Midtown Detroit, and we certainly did a whole lot to get this building ready.
Yeah, the area is really nice over there too.
It's amazing. It's been 2 years that we've been working on getting this done.
Yep.
And you know what? It's an uncertain time when it comes to people doing real estate right now, when it comes to the cost of lumber, when it comes to hiring employees.
Yeah.
But real estate is something that I feel like is a stable investment.
And it's long term.
And it's long term.
It's not a short-
Don't think you about
yeah.
to just come in here and flip this. It's not happening like that.
Yep.
But anyway, that is our About Last Night. That's what we've been focused on, working on, getting ready for tomorrow.
Yep.
Hopefully we do a ribbon cutting
Soon.
at some point.
Yep.
All right. Well, that is About Last Night. And when we come back, since we're talking about real estate and we both have certain things we've done, I want to ask a question to you, because I know you've dealt with this too.
Yes.
How do you feel about doing real estate or renting out to or renting from a relative
Okay.
or somebody close to you?
Okay.
Is it something that you're like, oh, I had a terrible experience with that? Is it something you prefer? I want to discuss, because there's pros and cons.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we done it all.
Yep.
All right. And you guys weigh in too. Hit us up at Way Up with Yee, or you can always call us up 800-292-5150.
Is what you all been waiting for.
You're tapped in to Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Jasmine Brand.
Yes, I'm here.
Now, we were talking about finally getting people moving in tomorrow. That's a big day for us.
Yay.
This building in Midtown Detroit, it was an all-woman crew. Me, you, Jessica Sanchez, Topeka Sam.
All women.
All women and all work. But finally, that day is upon us, so we can stop having to, hopefully, at some point, shell out money nonstop.
Right,
And I
right,
mean,
right,
this
right.
is not small amounts of money either.
Yeah,
These
it's a
are
lot.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you about doing business with people really close to you, relatives even, and what you think about that when it comes to real estate, letting somebody move in.
Okay.
Now, what do you think, Jasmine? I know you own a place in D.C.
Yes, I have a home in DC, and I've had relatives, maybe like 2 or 3 occasions, that have rented from me in my property in DC. And I will say it's pros and cons. Obviously, I think the big pro is, your family's not going to tear your place up for the most part. Like my
Right.
family has been very respectful. They go above and beyond to make sure my place is like just things that normal tenants wouldn't do. Your family will do.
Okay.
So you
That's
don't have to
good.
worry about that. But the cons are you really can't make no money
Yeah.
like that when you have your family or your loved ones or someone you care about, you can't really, and that's not taking advantage of it. You just can't really.
You feel bad.
Yeah, you feel bad, so you can't really make money, and that's always been the con for me about, in terms of renting out to my family.
When I first graduated from college, my dad was like, just go live in your grandmother's place. My grandparents owned a place in Queens.
Right.
I was like, there is no way I need them monitoring my coming and going and all of that.
Right.
And for me, I have never had a family member move into a place, but I have definitely had people who were close to me.
Like friends.
It's good when it's like you pay your, because I've definitely had, shout out to Paris, she paid her rent on time. I gave her a reduced rent. We also worked together.
Yes.
So it was really beneficial when we were traveling, doing things, convenient. She'll come upstairs, I'll go downstairs, no problem.
Right.
But I have had people who, take advantage of things, come and won't leave and won't want to pay the rent. And just like if y'all fall out, just know that they're going to do everything I can. I remember I had a tenant I was cool with, and she started posting on social media. Now, if I slip and fall,
my gosh,
and I was like, okay, she about to try to do something. So I screenshotted it, kept all that evidence.
Right.
Just in case somebody, because you just never know. Sometimes the people that know you can really work against you in the worst ways.
Right.
And so the worst part is when it's like a business deal that now you got to figure out how to.
Would you do it again? Would you rent to a friend again?
It depends on who it is.
Yeah,
I would say that, and I would definitely do it with an actual lease.
Yeah, you got
in place,
you got
and let them know that I had PTSD.
Yep.
From the situation.
Yep.
All right. Well, you guys weigh into 800-292-5150. We can also play your messages for last word. We want to hear your thoughts. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea. Come and get the tea.
What's up? It's Way Up at Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes, ma'am.
And let's get into this Yeezy. This is a good, positive story.
Yes.
So the movie Sinners, they're saying it's going to make $45 to $50 million in its box office debut, and that's just domestic.
Okay.
All right. And so, Minecraft movie, that movie's been doing extremely well. So we'll see if it's going to end up doing better than that.
And it cost $90 million to make.
Yeah. So shout out to them. That's huge. And that's $90 million before factoring global marketing expenses.
Right.
But I do want to say that movie has had A across the board on Rotten Tomatoes and everything. People seem to love it. That's Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, and they've worked together on Creed. They worked together on Black Panther. So clearly they work together well.
Yeah, they do. Well, the trailer is really good. I really want to see this. You want to see it too, I guess.
I 1,000% want to see it.
This is like your genre.
But it's also good because I like when successfully movies like this are made, because sometimes people will tell you, oh, black movies don't, and they don't do well and blah, blah, blah. And if there's a black person in all of these different things, well, this just proves you're wrong.
Yep.
All right. Well, that is your YT. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but you need to know about them. It's Way Up.
The news. I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
What's up? It's Way Up at Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Jasmine Brand.
I'm here.
And let's get into Under the Radar. Now, a tech investor, Victor Lizardi, he's a general partner at Benchmark. He said that AI is going to be really coming for certain jobs. And he said 2 white-collar professionals should be very nervous.
Okay.
And those people are lawyers and recruiters. Ooh. He said companies will become more valuable, but also much smaller. And, he said companies talk about AI isn't replacing people, it's augmenting them.
Kind of sounds like replacing.
And by the way, this is the venture capital company that has backed Uber, Snap, WeWork. And he said this is BS. It's fully replacing people.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, it kind of sounds like it is.
And he said that law school students should think about what they could do 3 years from now that AI could not. And there's not going to be many things. One thing I will say, and when we had Capadonna and Mathematics from Wu-Tang on earlier this week, they were talking about this, how you have to also evolve with the time when it comes to technology, or you'll get left behind.
Because just us disagreeing with it doesn't matter because it's still happening.
Right. So in March, an employment lawyer told Business Insider that lawyers are dinosaurs and they need to wake up. Ooh. The learning to use AI is imperative for their success. And so I can also see how it would also affect recruiters.
Yeah.
Because, but anyway, just keeping y'all up to date on that, because that's also something I keep on saying I need to get better at. I took a class, shout out to my girl, Angelina, that teaches this whole Google class on AI and how to use it. Okay. But definitely something we all need to make sure that we're paying attention to. And then another story that is a nice positive story. You sent this to me, Jasmine Brand. This was a bookstore in a small town in Michigan.
Right.
And they helped, this community helped a local bookstore move 9,100 books one by one from one site to the new location.
Right. It was only like
about
a block away. Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
I like that. Yeah.
Serendipity Books. So the former location, they did a book brigade, and you can see, if you see the video online, people are just standing there passing the books down from one block to another.
That's dope. About 300 people, so that's cool.
Yes. All right, and this is a neighborhood in Chelsea that's west of Detroit. And that is your Under the Radar. That is also sponsored by Saucony. I bet you some of the people on that line were wearing Saucony because those are good people. All right, well, we do have the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, Wiz Khalifa is going to be joining us. And you know he bought some goodies. Don't play with us.
Okay.
All right, it's Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is in the building.
I like that accent, Angela.
The.jasmine.brand,
Yep.
as your page was lost at 900,000. So you got a new one.
Yep.
All right, let's get into this Yee Tea with Khloe Kardashian. She was on Call Her Daddy.
Okay.
And she talked a lot about her relationships with Tristan Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
She talked about Lamar Odom. One thing she talked about was how Kim knew that Tristan cheated on her before she knew. Here's what she said.
Kim has known about the cheating. I think both of the cheating stuff. I think Kim found out first. I know definitely I think both, which is crazy, before I knew. And then my mom, with my ex-husband, she knew things before I did and had to tell me.
Do you like that they know before you?
I would rather a family member than a stranger.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. I don't like that any of this stuff happens, but I would rather it them. I'm not someone that gets mad at the messenger.
Yeah, you can never be mad at the messenger.
That's very.
If my man cheats, you better tell me, because some people don't want to get in the middle of that.
I don't like to get involved, but I get it. I will tell you. You better tell me.
Who your man?
I don't know. My imaginary man. Okay. All
right. Now, another thing that she talked about was, after she found out about his cheating and then she had to give birth, some mothers would be like, don't come in here.
Yeah.
You be so mad. But here's what she said she did.
The cameras in the delivery room, because I wanted that for True. And I chose for Tristan to be there because it wasn't about me. And people couldn't get over that. I've never had a baby before at this point. It's my first pregnancy. I just wanted what I wanted. And I don't know if that was the right thing. And I don't know. I just did what I felt was the right thing to do by saying to my daughter, your dad was in the delivery room. One day she's going to know everything because she's going to be old enough to know. But I don't think she needs to know, I didn't have your dad in there because I was so angry. I can't make a permanent decision off of temporary emotions.
And then after all that, she had a second baby. And this was something that she kind of kept to herself.
Yeah.
Because, people was dragging her when they found this out. And here's what she said about that.
I hid it from the public that I was having a second baby, even though I found out he had another child. And then I had to deal with this privately. And that was almost worse. But I was so ashamed to tell the world that I was having another baby because I already knew what they were going to say. And I already knew in my gut that that was probably going to happen again. And then that sounds idiotic. Why would you be with someone? But there was just this, now I knew in hindsight, oh, that's what that feeling was, of never feeling safe with him again.
Well, I feel like a lot of women have done things like that.
Yeah, she's not the first or the last.
Well, you can watch that full episode of Call Her Daddy with Khloe Kardashian. She looks so different too, like when you look at it.
Yeah, she does.
All right, well, that is your Yee Tea. And when we come back, we have Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. Call us up. Any question? Jasmine and I are here to help you out. This is all sponsored by Saucony. Go to Saucony.com. I told you, get that 15% off your first order. Don't play. It's Way Up.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
So you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine Brand is here with me.
Yes, I
And
am.
it's time for Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is the number. We have Mariah on the line. What's up, Mariah?
Hey, girl. How you doing?
Good. How are you? Girl power. What's good?
I know that's right. I'm like, let me call my home girl because she gives the best advice, and I need it.
Okay, we're listening.
I was having a 3-year affair. Everything was good, copacetic. And then I got pregnant. Hey, baby comes. wife finds out because I had to tell her because you're not finna not take care of my kids.
Wow.
Like,
He didn't tell his wife, you did.
Yeah, I had to because after I got pregnant, he started acting kind of iffy.
Okay.
So I have the baby or whatever, and everything is good for like the first 3 months, and then he wanted me to sit on the side when I was the side. Like, how is that possible? So he went back to the wife and haven't heard from him since. I go put him on child support, so now he's mad that he's on child support, but he hasn't paid it.
Oh, well, if he doesn't pay his child support, that's going to be his own legal issues that he's going to have to deal with. That's on him. And just so you know, we can't condone, like, you know what it was. You were the side piece. You got pregnant, told his wife he was mad, but then his wife kicked him out. He ended up coming with you. And then he did the same thing to you that he did to her. He got a lot of issues.
Right.
Yes, you have a beautiful child now, but you have a father who was never really going to be the man that he needed to be for any woman or, let alone a child. So I just feel like all you can do is make him pay what he needs to pay if he wants to see his child. Hopefully he'll come around to be a better co-parent. As far as dating, is this somebody you still want to be with?
Yes.
No, not at all. Honestly, with me not having my first daughter's dad around, I really was just trying to make it so that my other daughter can have a dad, I guess. But I never really wanted him. The thing about it is, I already moved on. I'm pregnant already with a whole nother situation.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, you fertile, girl.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Okay. So who is this guy now?
Same situation.
What? Now, come on, Mariah.
They don't come married. You just find it out later.
You see little things. You see little red flags that you probably ignore.
Yeah, I speed past them every time.
Don't ignore those red flags.
What's too late now? She already.
All right. Well, Mariah, all I can tell you is, be the best mom that you can be from this point moving forward. But I do want you to take some accountability and make some better, smarter decisions for yourself.
Sure.
Mariah, accountability is key.
Okay, we could try.
All right. Well,
All right,
best
girl.
of luck to you, and please have a safe pregnancy, and don't stress yourself out over things you can't control.
I know that's right.
Okay, girl. That was Ask Ye, 800-292-5150. You can always leave a message, and we will answer your question that way. And when we come back, Wiz Khalifa's in the building. He's got his new Kush and OJ, too. Not a mixtape. It's a whole project coming out on Friday. How exciting. Wiz Khalifa, when we come back, it's Way Up.
About to do this. Yeah.
Yo.
More Way Up with Angela Yee on now. You know who it is. You know who it is.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here. And the guy is in the building. Wiz Khalifa's here.
What's up?
What's up, Wiz? I was telling you the one time that I smoked and couldn't feel my legs. It was your fault.
Yeah. Now you're scared of weed.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'll still do it again. It wasn't a bad experience.
You're more of a kind of edible.
I do enjoy edibles.
Edibles are cool.
And you know what? A lot of people who smoke a lot aren't that big on edibles. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're a little stronger.
Yeah.
But I like
they are,
weed.
too.
I like giving people weed like for the first time.
Yeah, well, it worked for me.
Yeah, I'm a good person.
And you
to smoke with.
couldn't feel your. Was it like a? Do you remember if it was like a sativa?
Actually, it
or
was 2 times that Wiz did this to me. There
Okay.
was one time that actually went viral because it was at Powerhouse.
Yep.
And I smoked. I didn't know what was going on after that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I did an interview and yeah.
I don't know what happened. I took I probably only took 2 pulls. That's how strong it is.
Oh my goodness.
But that's a good thing, right? You don't want to have to do too much.
Too much. No, just a little bit. Keep it moving.
Okay.
Yeah, you can always tap back in, if you want some more.
How do you feel seeing so many people come out with strains, but really you're a person that somebody should trust because you do this. But then you see people who don't even really smoke and, and then they're like, oh, I got a cannabis strain.
Yeah, a lot of people got into it just for the money because they see the business behind it. But you really gotta get out in front of that business. You have to do Zoom calls and meet with the dispensaries and go do meet and greets and really put in the legwork for your brand to work. And that's the difference between the success of our brand and the other ones. Is I didn't just put my name on it. I'm out here working.
You were doing that when it was illegal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be doing it. And Burner too. He he put me up on game, but that's really who showed me how to really put it down in the weed game. So that's why we're at where we're at with it.
I think yesterday was the 15-year anniversary for Kush and OJ. That when I tell you that is something that to this day I saw people. I think Double XL might have posted it, and I saw everybody was talking about what their favorite songs were on there and how that still slaps like even today.
Yeah. I'm really appreciative of that because a lot of people have really good memories of that, and that's why I'm happy to be able to still do what I do, is because it just makes people feel good.
What's the pressure of doing a part 2 then?
I don't have no pressure.
Oh, nice.
I have none. I know what pocket I'm in. I know what
I'm good.
I know what people expect from me, and I'm not scared to deliver that. And that's what I really want to deliver. And like I said, I want to make those moments, stand out again in people's lives.
You've been doing some amazing freestyles too, and people are like, he's bringing back like the essence of that mixtape era. You know what else I read? That mixtape was the first mixtape to ever trend on Twitter.
Yeah, it was.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You know how crazy that is to be able to have that, like...
Yeah, be like one of the first trending rappers.
Because we don't even think about, how that is.
No, I mean, for me, I was utilizing social media. I still do. But it was new for an artist to utilize social media to like boost their career.
Right.
And a lot of the artists who were already on at that time, they didn't see the relevance in that. So they were kind of like shying away from it. But when I came into the game, it became like, yo, you need this, you need that. You gotta have this account, you gotta have that.
Right.
And it kind of just molded that and shaped it and showed what you can do based off of that. So I'm really happy to have been a pioneer and busting that door down.
Well, we got a little preview of the new project.
Yeah.
So it is a mixtape.
No, it's an album.
But it's an album.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's an album.
All right, let's be clear. We are putting this on. This is an album.
It's a real album.
I want to say, what's happening? That Mano wants to walk out to that at his wedding.
That's hard, man.
He said that today.
It's smooth. Right?
It is. I like it because it just feels. The music feels good. We were in here without no weed. Like we were smoking.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
Good.
It makes me also kind of want to smoke. Also want to clean my house.
But it's soulful
also,
too. It's very soulful.
It makes me want to like.
It's all of those things.
Yeah.
Just ride around.
I'm here with my girl Jasmine Brand, and we are talking to Wiz Khalifa. He's got his new Kush and OJ too. Not a mixtape. It's a whole project coming out on Friday. How exciting. It's so chill too.
I know. I like it. I really do like it.
All right, we got more with Wiz Khalifa. When we come back, it's Way Up.
Turn it up. You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here, of course, because she likes to smoke.
You ain't wrong.
And I said, Wiz Khalifa's in the building. And I want to ask you, did you decide to do this as a part 2 in celebration of the 15-year anniversary, or was it just happened that way?
It just happened that way. I started working on it around this time last year. And it took me about the same amount of time to create the first one as well. So by the time I was done, it just landed at this time.
And you named it after the entire project was done?
Nah, I knew it was going to be that walking into it.
Okay.
Because I knew just me wanting to release a full project, there would be nothing more exciting than doing Kush and Orange Juice 2. Like I could try to come up with a whole new concept, and people wouldn't gravitate towards it as much as they would Kush and Orange Juice 2. So I'm like, I might as well do what people, what they want.
Think about the different mindset you're in now than you were back then, too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a whole different Wiz today.
Totally.
But some things are still the same.
Yeah.
Like what?
The majority, different or same?
Same. You're still chill.
Yeah, I'm still chill. What else?
Let's see. But you do have an 8-pack now, so that's
yeah. I'm big Wiz now. Yeah.
That working out, what does that do for you? Because it feels like something for you that is like, I remember when you were on the road and you had to have your equipment with you to be able to work out, and then this whole even just working with this the fighting league that you're working, it's like an
PFL,
MMA. Yeah, PFL, that's perfect for you. But what does that do for you? Just like the balance of being able to do what you want to do, but then also being able to work out all the time and maintain your physique.
It's something that challenges me, and that's something that I need. Like doing music, I love it, but it's not always challenging. And working out and doing yoga and stuff like that, I learned stuff about myself that I apply to my life every day, and it really just helps me mentally and helps me deal with people, and it gives me something to offer as well. So that's why I stick with it.
People need to listen to this, because another thing about you, you're a great co-parent.
Yeah.
And you've been that.
Yeah.
And that's not easy for a lot of people.
Yeah.
What tips would you give people out there if they're like going through it and they can't get along and, you know, back and forth, but there is a child involved and you got to make sure that you're good for that?
Yeah.
What would you tell people out there who are listening that are like, oh, I can't stand my baby mom, or I can't stand my baby daddy?
Yeah.
My baby daddy.
My baby daddy.
I mean, everybody's situation is different, so it's not easy at all. But like, the way that it starts isn't how it's got to finish. So if you start out like up and arguing and shit like that, then at least like try to, you know, don't keep that shit going forever.
Right.
Try to work
Get it
through,
out.
Yeah, get it out, work through that, understand your place in that and like how much control you have, and work on the things that you can be better. And hopefully you have a partner who grows and matures. And a lot of it has to just do with time and growth. So hopefully you can grow and mature and get to that point. My album, Cushion Oranges, is the most important thing to me.
He's like, back to the album.
Yeah.
No.
No, you're right.
It really
and the
just
tour.
is the most. Yeah, it's the most important thing. Like, for real, it's really like what my heart is set on right now. It's what all my intention is going towards. And
there's gonna be some fun cookout stuff for me at the house.
And it's gonna last for longer than just 420.
Right.
You know, people's gonna associate it with the day that they got stoned as but it's gonna last throughout the summer. It's when you come to the tour, when you have a day off, when you go on vacation, and then next year when the festivals start back up again. It's just really gonna become a theme and a soundtrack to a lot of people's lives. So I'm putting all my energy into that.
All right. Well, listen, Wiz, I appreciate you so much. You know, you always like, no matter where I'm working at, you're gonna come through.
And I'm gonna give you some weed too.
And I didn't want to ask that, but
yeah, I got you.
The first
you
thing
want some weed too?
Of course.
The first thing I thought when you was on the schedule is like, I hope he brings some weed. Is that a shame that people expect that from you?
I mean, that's part of who he is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you can hear the album
This
for
is your-
real now.
this is
They'll
your-
be like, oh man, this is the best album I ever heard.
Is this your paper? Is this your paper too?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's got my
See,
name
look,
on
you
the
see
little
how
phone.
you could look at this and see the quality in it.
I know.
Yeah.
But you didn't roll this yourself. This is your company did this.
No, I did it.
He had somebody hired for
I
that.
personally wrote all of those.
You did?
Yeah.
No.
Well, thank you so much to Wiz Khalifa for joining us. That was amazing.
Yeah.
And I got some goodies to go home with. Always appreciate that. Kush and OJ 2 is out on Friday. And you can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Ye. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Got the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here.
What's up?
Whoop, whoop. And shout out to Wiz Khalifa for joining us today. Make sure you check out that full interview on Way Up With Ye. He really is the nicest person.
I like him.
Yeah.
He's chill.
I met him so super early, even before he announced he signed to Atlantic Records.
Wow.
Yeah. And always had a huge fan base, but just a cool, chill person.
Yeah, I aspire to be like him.
Well, you will be once you smoke that Khalifa Kush. All right. Also, thank you to you guys for joining us as usual. I'm going to be in Atlanta today.
Yep.
As you know, I got an event with JP Morgan Chase tonight. So I'm excited to see y'all and talk about that tomorrow. I can't wait to see who comes out. But
That'll be fun.
one of my favorite things to do is talk about planning for the future, making sure that I also protect my assets that I have now. And you guys, this is your show, so you have the last word.
Hi, I would like to shine a light on my kid's father. His name is Brandon, and he's just been doing a phenomenal job. He's actually about to close on a new house, and I am so proud of him. He's been working nonstop for like the past year and a half, and I would just like to shine a light on him. I love you, and I couldn't ask you to be a better father.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.